Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
They're polite. I mean, they just take the time for you.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
I like the Angels for what they've done for me.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks as always to our producer of the series, Jeff Durall. We're at the President's office at Fort Hays State University. A visit with Fort Hays State President Dr. Mirta Martin as we talk about activities and events at Fort Hays State University. And interestingly enough, a week ago at this time, prior to our scheduled interview with President Martin, we were in the middle of a blizzard.
We were, and you know, it was kind of nice in a way because it is so peaceful to see that snowfall. And as we were discussing, about 5:30 in the morning, we made the call that we were going to close school, and I became the most famous and the most wonderfully loved president in the history of Fort Hays State. All these kids is like snow day. But
a good test for Fort Hays State.
It was that. Most people don't realize we lost power for about 20 hours, and we were able to operate with our own generators. That was something that had not been tasted live. So now we know that we are self-sufficient and forward-thinking, and we're ready to take on the world.
And the turbines continued to turn.
The turbines continued to turn, and the generators kicked in, and there was a little bit of a flicker, but then we continued and we marched forward.
And let's give a shout out to the grounds crew too.
Oh God, they did such an incredible job. You know, it's just these men and women were here at Fort Hays State at 4:30 in the morning. You know, without their dedication, we would not have been able to be here the next day. But you know, they were here at 4:30 because at that time, we thought we were going to open the university. As a matter of fact, some of the conversation was that maybe we would have a delayed opening. We didn't think that the second wave of the projected snow was going to get here. And about 5:30 in the morning, we learned that I-70 had been closed at Wamiko, and at that point then we said, no, this is it. But the ground crews continue to work and continue to work diligently. And, you know, it's, I don't know the last time that you shovel snow for 8 hours, but these wonderful people shovel snow for 8 hours. Wow. And this campus was incredible thanks to their dedication. And so I told them and I told their supervisor how very grateful I am for what they've done. It's, you know, work like that. It's cannot be repaid. Dedication like that cannot be repaid, and that's why the people of Fort Hays State University are incredible, because they do what needs to be done so that we can go forward. And the grounds crew, the facilities, the custodial staff that came in, the people that came in to feed our students, they all weathered the snow. You know, I just walked across campus and it was bad enough. These people drove in because they had a job to do, and I'm very thankful to them. We are all very thankful. We owe the grounds, all of the staff, all of the people who came in to help, we owe them a great debt of gratitude. Speaking
of dedication, today, Tuesday, when we're doing the interview with President Martin, she has already met the football team for a welcome at Lewis Field this morning. She has also spent at least half an hour on the phone with a Spanish radio station in Liberal talking about Fort Hays State University in Spanish, and this was, most of which was before the sun came up.
Yes, and as I share with you, I have to get my brain shifted out of gear from Spanish to English. It really is an interesting process. When I go abroad and I speak Spanish for an extended period of time, or French or whatever, it's like I give the example of a car with gears. You know, if you're on first gear, you're in English, and then if you shift to second, you're in Spanish, and then third, and I have to think and speak in that language, but then I forget to shift back to first gear to speaking English. So if I'm translating, you know why.
Yeah, but you were also counting down for Jeff in German too, so come on.
I like to keep him confused.
And
I like to keep him confused.
And he looked about as confused as he usually does, believe me. Fort Hays State University, Moving Kansas Forward, 2016. What a beautiful publication.
It is. It exemplifies all that's wonderful about Fort Hays. It talks about our progress, it talks about our accolades, it talks about our people, you know, it talks about what we're here for, our students. And if you notice, I mean, it's not just the students, but it's the students.
The students, yes indeed.
It's the students. You know,
one small picture of the university president.
Yeah. It's the students.
In the publication.
This is all about them. The reason that faculty, that staff are here, the reason that I get up every day is because of these kids. They brighten our lives, and that's what we want the world to see. The happy faces, the educated faces of the next generation of leaders at Fort Hays State. And this is a beautiful publication that tells our story, that talks about who we are, talks about all of our colleges, our people of excellence, our programs of distinction.
And there's a little bitty president's picture right there. Staff.
Yes.
Support group.
Faculty.
Faculty. Beautiful publication.
It is.
This is what you present to make your case to the Kansas legislature.
Yes, we do. We are, you know, the spring semester is a semester filled with travel. We spend time in Topeka, sharing with the legislators all that is great and good about Fort Hays State University, our efficiencies, our program of distinction, the fact that we are, in essence, adding to the economic engine of this state, because in educating the next generation of leaders, we're providing them the wisdom to be able to stay here in Kansas. We're providing them the wisdom to graduate and take on meaningful careers. You know, one of the things that few people know and that we're now trying to spread is really the various distinctiveness that are pervasive throughout Fort Hays State University. For example, 95% of our graduates are placed in a career within the first 6 months of graduation. What that means in layman terms is that the education that we provide here is not just a degree, it's not just a piece of paper. More importantly, what it provides them is access to a meaningful career. By 2020, nationwide, 69% of all jobs will require a 2-year degree. Here in Kansas, that's even higher. It's 71%. So the value of a degree is exponential to this generation of leaders. And the fact that we can provide all of these programs of distinction, the fact that there are people of excellence that are eager to provide these students and instill in them the wisdom, the passion, the knowledge, so that they too can be living their American dream. The fact that we can do that at the second most affordable tuition in the United States doesn't just happen because it happens. I say that it's kind of a tiger magic. You know, all of the Tiger family come in together and ensure that we are able to pass it forward, which is one of the reasons that we've launched, we were talking about it earlier, one of the largest, most aggressive capital campaigns in the history of Fort Hays State University. We're in the silent phase, but we're traveling throughout the United States, we're traveling throughout Kansas to remind alumni, to remind industry the value of that Fort Hays State University graduate. And you know what's really rewarding is the fact that as I do that, first of all, people are saying, yes, I remember that somebody helped me. So it's now my time to help others. What's also rewarding is that especially employers are saying, we never worry about your Fort Hays graduates because they bring with them a work ethic that is second to none, and they bring with them a knowledge that we can immediately utilize in our industry. That's the beauty about Fort Hays State, you know, and I never tire about talking about it because every time I go out there in that campus and I get one of the hugs from these kids, it reminds me why we're all here. Certainly it reminds me why I'm here.
And the word's getting out to employers, I think, as you say. Yes. On the road for the Student Recognition Program. Again. Began in Wichita, January 24th.
Yes, sir.
And the idea is what?
Well, the idea of the Student Recognition Program takes quite a bit of administrators, faculty, staff. Last night we had the Hays Student Recognition Program. There were 75 faculty, staff, and administrators, the VPs and everybody else, and of course me. And so we take our administrators, our faculty, our staff on the road into the communities in Kansas to tell them about Fort Hays, to say to them, you matter to us. You matter enough that we are willing to come to you to show you why Fort Hays State University is different. And so there are presentations. We are students who have applied to Fort Hays State who have earned academic scholarships or have earned merit scholarships. We recognize them in public, in front of their peers, in front of their families. We take their pictures, and then of course those pictures are sent on to the press so that they can be recognized in their communities. It is an opportunity for parents also to meet with administrators, to ask about questions, whether it's housing, whether it's financial aid, whether it's an academic scholarship. It's an opportunity for students and parents to meet with the professors, you know, to say, what exactly is it that my son or daughter is going to be doing in your department? And certainly for those students who have not yet made up their mind, it's an opportunity to hop from faculty to faculty to faculty to learn about it. We give them a broad view of all of our programs of distinction. You know, I talk about the fact that, well, if you want to go into our newly created College of Science, Technology, and Mathematics, and you want to go into a profession, you should make Fort Hays State University your destination of choice. Why? Because all of our seniors in biology and physics and chemistry have already been accepted to professional schools like dentistry, like medical school, like nurse practitioners. I talk about the fact that if you want to go into entrepreneurship, into business, then you should make Fort Hays State University your destination of choice, because in addition to having for the past 3 years the top CPA score award, the CPA scores in Kansas, and by the way, more than 80,000 applicants take that CPA examination, and we have had in the last 3 years three top scorers. You know that we're also erecting the first Dane G. Hansen Scholarship Hall, designed to attract the creative mind of future entrepreneurs. And that's very unique. That's the first such initiative in the United States. And it will open this fall, designed to attract students from all across of lives, from all majors and disciplines. Because, you know, if you're an artist, you may want to start an art gallery. If you're a scientist, you may wish to start a scientific exploration company. And by coming together, the fact that we all see the world through different lenses affords us the opportunity to be even more creative. So that scholarship hall that is become a reality through the generosity of the Dane G. Hansen Foundation will be a living space, will be a living community where these students will be fueled by the energy, the understanding, the wisdom of field experts, of entrepreneurs, of faculty. And it's designed so that with God's help, at the end of the 3 years that they're there, they will end up graduating not just with a Fort Hays degree, but they will end up graduating as an employer in Kansas, and they will employ perhaps even their peers, and obviously and hopefully they will stay right here in Hayes, America, but certainly at least in Kansas.
The Fort Hays State University President, Dr. Mirta Martin, our community connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
And the Angel Care nurse comes to see me once a week.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
Angel Care has helped to stay home.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.